So our beloved Big Bang biker made a video about why he didn't buy a Royal Enfield, and after that in Facebook there were a lot of comments and discussions about that. So let me tell you my take on it. Let's begin. In this traffic, let us talk about it. So yeah, there is a Himalayan in front of me. I saw his video, if not fully, I can say most of the part I had seen it, and he was mentioning about the reliability issue with the Royal Enfield. There were problems, and most of his friends who have issues with the Classic and the Thunderbird models, he spoke about the vibrations as well. See, let me tell you one thing. I'm not having any kind of an offense towards him, or I am angry on him, or any kind of issue with whatever he said. It is his channel. He can put anything he wants, and he has the right to say whatever he wants. But one thing which I suggested him to do is, and remarkably he had done that. I'm absolutely astonished and really happy about it. The one thing which he said, one thing which I told him, that is, bro, you spoke mostly about the Classic 350s and the Thunderbird. So better to put that. Why I didn't go for Royal Enfield, or you can say the model name. So now he had modified his title to why I didn't buy a Royal Enfield Classic 350 and Classic 500 plus the Thunderbird 350 and the Thunderbird 500. So now he has mentioned it very well, and he had whatever points he had mentioned, up to a certain extent it is agreeable, because in the Thunderbird, because of the shape of the handlebar, the vibrations are more. Absolutely right. And first and the foremost thing everyone should understand from a Royal Enfield, or when you buy a Royal Enfield, is this is not a sports bike, and this is not a CC to power conversion bikes that if it is having a 500cc engine, so it will overtake the Dukes, or it will overtake the other bikes which are lesser than 500cc. No, please try to understand that the power to weight ratio is a totally different when compared to the other bikes in this category. So basically the power is less, I can understand that, and people do not care the fact that this is having low power, this is having the low I can say low top speed, or certain factors like vibration, because you should understand, when it is a heavy crank engine, absolutely the vibration factor will be there. So vibration will be there, and yes, there are facts that after 80 kilometers per hour speed it vibrates. So that is the reason, the main reason for me to start this channel was to give you small tips and tricks. And trust me, even the Big Bang biker has done the short review of my bike. He had ridden it, and what he said you can actually see in the video. I had mentioned the link where he had done the short review of my standard 500 also. So this is what the small modifications you can do on your bike, and that's what came back of my mind, that these things can be done, and it might be helpful for many people out there. So there are certain things to counter it. If not fully, we can partially counter it, and you'll be mostly satisfied. So yeah, I just wanted to tell my point, because I'm a very happy customer of Royal Enfield as of now. By God's grace, touch wood, my bike has not ditched me, or any kind of issues I have faced. Again, the issue with the kickstart or the electric start, it is a problem with the Excite battery. It is not the problem of the bike. And the next thing is the speedometer not working. It is the cable inside that, which I can say it was not checked properly. So again, it all depends on how you maintain your bikes. First of all, whether it will be a 100cc bike, or whether it will be a liter class bike. So it is all about how you maintain your bike and how you keep it. So how you service it, on what intervals you service it. So all these factors very much matters. And how stocked you keep your bike. So that is the reason I'm again and again telling you. Even I told you about my sad story of my classic 350. As you can see in front of me, there was an Electra which has passed away. So all these big mufflers, the silencers, they actually affect the engine, and ultimately when the engine is screwed up, you will blame the bike, and that is what is happening. So all the kids out there, all the persons, those who are planning to buy a Royal Enfield, please make sure that you are not doing any kind of much modifications on the accessories part or the engine part or silencer part. You can fit crash guards, no problem. You can fit carriers, no problem. It will not affect the engine, but please make sure that you are not doing much of modifications on the engine part to increase to totally change the whole bike, because it will affect you, if not now, maybe later. And ultimately you will start blaming the bike is not good. And one more thing I want to tell you, yes, I agree the fact that the service centers are not good, or the people over there are not well trained, because even I have heard stories, even my friends have got trouble by going to certain service centers, and it is, yes, definitely lack of knowledge of the people out there, and because of that many people are suffering. They are not able to find out the solutions for the problem. But yes, there is a plus and a minus point always out there, and you guys know that how much of the cult following is there for these bikes, and how the sales are growing up day by day. And as far as the spare parts are concerned, I know that there are issues with the spare parts as well, but let me ask you something. Which is the company which has no or zero problems at all? If you search in the internet, you put any bike model and tell that maybe CBR 250 issues, CBR 250 problems, or any kind of Duke 390 problems, you can find n number of things or feedbacks which are poor about those bikes. So if we start blaming each other, you can blame the whole lifetime each other, and there is no meaning in doing that. It is of no use. So let us not compare any kind of bikes. Yes, the bikes have plus and the minus points. So I told him to change the title, and I'm very much thankful to Big Bang Biker that he had done it. He's my brother, and that is the reason we all love him, and I really respect and love him a lot. That is the one reason. And yeah guys, I just want to tell you that there is issues with all the bikes, and there is issues with other bikes as well, even with the Royal Enfield. But you cannot totally I can say you cannot totally tell that the brand is bad or anything like that. So better whoever is there, please do not make any kind of hate videos of any manufacturer, not only Royal Enfield. So have a proper study. It will be premature for me to comment anything on Mojo or CBR 250R or Duke 390 only after listening to some people's problems and troubles. We should tell the positive side as well, because Royal Enfield having a lot of positive sides apart from the vibrations and anything, because the ride comfort and whatever things you get on this bike is totally different. I can understand. I don't call other bikes as plastic toy and men ride bullet, other ride that, this bullshit, all those nonsense I don't talk, because every bike has its own respect. Every bike has its own aspect. Every bike is there for its own purpose. So that is what is important, because everyone, those who buy a bike, even for this TVS XL, I can say he had bought it from his hard-earned money. For him, this is a very, very good bike, and he loves a lot. So I cannot say that this is a shit bike and mine is a very big cannon, that this bullet, no, this is all bullshit. Because when you compare two bikes only on the basis of the CC and everything, it is totally different, and you cannot say that. And yeah, so many people are telling that we are back in technology, that this, for a kind information, the BS4 engines are coming with the EFI. I don't know about the classic 350s or the 350 series of the bikes, but all the 500 series will be having compulsorily EFI from now on. And when you talk about the fuel meter, as I told you earlier also, fuel meter is not at all required. See guys, you already know that it is nothing to see a digital thing that whether petrol is going to end. Once you hit the reserve, keep in mind it is 2.75 liters which is left for you, and on an average all the Royal Enfield gets at least 20 kilometers per liter. So you can roughly say in another 50 kilometers you need to fill the fuel. It is very simple as that. If you cannot these things in your mind, you can keep everything in your mind, that you need to text your girlfriend, you need to text your wife, you need to call there, you need to go here. So you can't even see when you are put the vehicle in reserve and you cannot fill the petrol. I don't have anything to tell to you guys. Really, really sorry. So that is what care you give to your bike, and I don't want to tell anything on that. So that's it, guys. Hope you guys like this video. If at all yes, then hit the like button, and if you are a new viewer, you can definitely go to my channel and hit the subscribe button and stay updated with other videos. Thanks a lot, bye bye, and take care.